it, I'm so mad. So I started doing this reading. I got about 5 minutes in. Matter of fact, it's at 4:54. Um, and I had to pause the reading, and it stopped. It didn't even pause. It just immediately stopped. So I'm having to re-record this. I'm so upset. So let me start over from the beginning. This reading is for Capricorn. Um, I started off the last reading by saying thank you to the subscribers that I have so far. Y'all have made my day. I was so hyped when I saw it. I'm like, oh my God. Because like I was saying before, I started this channel. I've been reading for a long time, almost 20 years, but I've always did it, for myself, or, I do personal readings outside of, and I do my little company readings, small, video readings for a particular company I won't mention. But, yeah, I was like, let me just overcome my fear and hop on YouTube, come to Tarot Land, and see what's out here. So I wasn't expecting it. And, like I always say in my readings, I would love the likes. I would love, to people to subscribe. But I'm not here for that. I'm here to get these messages out. So thank you so much. I cannot stop. Like, I appreciate y'all so much. I really appreciate it. So anyway, this reading's for Capricorn. So what I had started with Capricorn on the bottom of the deck, what was on the bottom of the deck? Oh, we had the Page of Swords. So I was saying that somebody could be watching y'all, or could be keeping an eye on y'all, or vice versa. Y'all watching somebody. I saw Queen of Cups, and I saw the Emperor, and then I saw Seven of Swords. So I had also mentioned that some of you, the person that you're romantically involved with, their child's mother could be watching you. You can have a man that's also watching you, and this man is like lying about it. You could be asking him or questioning him about it, and he's like, no, I'm not doing this, that, and the third. I also said that some of you are gathering information. Some of you could be in school for nursing, or some of you are nurses. There's something about you studying something up, like you're learning more information. What else was I saying? I think that was it. And then as soon as I said some of you were in school and studying something, the first card that came out was a Hierophant. So that reiterated my feelings about some of you being in school for something. I also said some of you were getting ready to graduate nursing school, possibly, or some type of class or program that involves the medical fields. Could be medical assistants, nursing. Some of you are surge tech with that Page of Swords, because I'm thinking of the instruments, the surgical instruments. I don't know. I'm thinking of knives and stuff with the Page of Swords. So yeah, with the Hierophant. So I also felt as though a lot of you are going through your own lessons. Now I spoke to how the Hierophant is a number 5, so that lets me know that there's some type of challenges or struggles that you all are going through. And when I pulled the Hierophant, on the bottom of the deck was the Two of Wands. So I was saying that some of you were learning how to make better choices and better decisions, and also some of you were still tied to the past. You weren't necessarily holding a torch for it, because on this deck, the Two of Wands, there's no fire at the end of the tips. Let me see if I can find it. It doesn't matter. It just felt like y'all were still attached to the past somewhat, and you had so much ahead of you to look forward to that you didn't really need to. So what I'm looking at with that is, you can have your ties to the past, but look at it as more so carrying the lessons from the past, which ties into this Hierophant. I did see the Two of Pentacles underneath that Two of Wands on the bottom, so it made me feel as though a lot of you were struggling with a choice. Some of you would choose one thing and then you change your mind. It's like a lot of flip flop. So your lesson is learning how to make make a decision. So I was also mentioning some of you were into stocks and stuff, right? Before I even pulled the Seven of Pentacles, I was picking up Wall Street. I was picking up organizations. I was saying something about hospitals, schools, buildings, and then I said something about Wall Street. So the second card that came out was the Seven of Pentacles. So heavy on investments, stocks, choosing what you want to invest in. This doesn't necessarily have to be an actual stock market. This could be the stocks of your life. What are you choosing to invest in when it comes to your life? Some of you are sitting on something. Yeah, she got bags of money. So some of you have just been saving and saving and watching your money. It's not growing. I'm not gonna say it's growing right now. There's a point where, you know how they say money is energy. So sometimes money can become stagnant if it's not flowing. So if you got a whole bunch of money and you're just hoarding it, you end up losing it. It has to flow. So some of you can't be scared to spend money or to invest money. You gotta take some of the money out of these bags and utilize it. You got plenty here. You won't die if you took out maybe a quarter of the bag or something. Um, but yeah, a lot of you are making solid investments at this time. Some of you are being patient. You could be reevaluating things and reassessing your money. So you could be reevaluating your budget. You could be working something around, seeing what has been working for you. It's all tied into the lessons that the Hermit teaches. And this is a Taurus card, so definitely your resources are up for review. You could be reviewing, what's coming in, what's going out, what can I cut back on, what can I increase my spending on. Again, some of you have been hoarding, so you gotta, release some money. Even if you gotta give it away, I don't know, if you go to church, make your tithe. If you don't go to church, something I like to personally do is I go on GoFundMe and I find people who have situations that, I feel sensitive about, and I help them out. I randomly will go and find a GoFundMe and send some money to them. That's my way of giving back. You gotta give in order to receive. So yeah, what else am I getting with the Seven of Pentacles? Some of you have been patiently waiting for something too. All right, let's see what else comes up. What else for Capricorn? The Three of Pentacles. 7 and 3. That leaves the 4. Told you, some of you are hoarding. some of you are holding on too tightly to your money, and you can afford to spend. You can afford it. You have enough in the tuck to where if you spent a little bit on yourself or whatever it is that you wanted to, spend it on. Now, there is a sense of responsibility here with the Hierophant, so you don't have to necessarily splurge on something dumb. But if there's something that you want or you feel as though you need, you can get it. You can absolutely get it, Capricorn. You don't have to, you got it, okay? This also makes the 10 of Pentacles. You are good, Cap. I don't know what you do right now. Some of you, again, heavy on studying something. Some of you are apprentices. You're learning something new at this time. You're mastering something. Some of you could be going to a gun range. You're learning how to shoot. You could be collaborating with other people at this time. Be mindful though. Watch your money. Watch who you spend your money around. Because this makes me think of, this is a bank. It says bank right here. I told you, banks and institutions. But they're looking at how to rob a bank. They're mapping everything out. He has his gun. This woman has gloves on. So it's like people could be plotting, or it could be watching how you spend your money. So just be mindful. Yeah. Some of you don't. Before I get to that story, something that you collaborated with other people with, or if you do collaborate with other people, it will put you in this position to, it will be like a solid investment. If there's something that you're worrying about investing in or not, or whether you should work together with these other people, so far it looks like it will be something that's worth the investment, worth the time. It will garner you some coin. What else was I getting with this? Some of you could be creating a blueprint or a foundation for something. Again, this ties into what I was saying earlier. Did I say it in the first video or the second one? But I was asking, like, what are you, this could be, oh yeah, it was the first video. So I was saying something about marriages or contracts or honoring commitments. So this could be commitments to other people. This could be commitments to what it is that you're doing. It's like this Hierophant's asking, what are you committing yourself to? So some of you are committing to a project. Some of you are committing to some type of group dynamic or group effort. This could be something on a job as well. There's like a team building thing going on. If some of you like started a job, I get the same way, so I completely get it. But it's like if there's an orientation, some of you, you know how they do the icebreakers or let's do some team building exercises, guys. Like that shit is nobody wants to do that. I mean, I know I don't. So some of you, his face, what I was mentioning on the other reading too was like how old this Pope look. Um, it's like some of you, if you're at this orientation, you don't want to deal. You just want to get in and get out. You just want to learn what you need to learn to start this job and to do your job and move on. Somebody could be investigating something too. That ties into that Page of Swords because he looks like a Dick Tracy. He got a Dick Tracy fit going on. Somebody could be investigating whether it's an official or just somebody just being nosy, but they could be trying to investigate how you're making your money. One at a time, please. All right, what else? The Four of Wands wanted to come out. That's another thing I was mentioning on the first video. This is a new deck, so everything is just slippery until I break it in. All right, what else for Capricorn? The World. The first video, when I saw the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, the World was right behind it. So I was mentioning when I saw the World how this period of y'all being indecisive and making one choice and then flip-flopping to the next is wrapping up. Anyway, the World is back out here. I'm telling you, somebody's graduating. Somebody's done. Congratulations. Nine of Wands on the bottom. I never really looked at this whole deck. Let me look at this. So it's a map. But this map is open. Oh my God. My brain. I'm just going to say it. Somebody got some saggy boob socks. I'm sorry, y'all. These look like, I don't know if y'all can see, but they look saggy. Like saggy boobs. A set of saggy boobs. I'm sorry. Who was it? I don't remember what show it was, but she said, you and your saggy boob socks. It was one of these, was it Real World or Road Rules? It was one of them old school MTV shows, and she straight up, no, it was Flavor of Love. And she said she had saggy boob socks. I don't remember who said it though. Y'all gotta look it up. But yeah, all right. So a lesson has been learned. A cycle is being completed. So you started out with the person that was you started out with the Hierophant handing out the lessons, and then the World is like you passed the test. Some of you recently passed some type of test. I'm telling you, somebody's in school out here. Nine of Wands, and it's been a struggle. You've been going through the ringer. You may have had to start and stop school, or things were just happening. It just it seemed like it was just this never-ending cycle of something always just getting in the way, and finally it's about to be done. Like your perseverance is paying off. Some of you could have suffered some type of traumatic experience in the past, and now you're guarded, super guarded as a result of this. Some of you could be, because this card it reminds me of like some type of civil war. Like they got these long ass muskets. She doesn't belong in this time period. So there could be, like I was saying, somebody suffering some type of trauma. And it could be like a buried, a deep trauma that has no place. Like your guardedness has no place. How can I put it? That didn't come out right. What you're suffering from has no place for the present. It's old as dirt, and it's not to take away or invalidate your experience, but it's time to let it go. You shouldn't still be carrying this. Like, this is something you need to be working on, wrapping up and releasing. Because it's old. This is a civil war. These dudes look like they were in a civil war. They look like some Confederate. Are they Confederates? I don't remember the colors of the uniforms, but they look like some Confederate or Union soldiers. And here she is in her modern day, I guess, attire, and she's still feeling guarded from this. I don't know. I would, for my people of color, this gives post-traumatic slave syndrome too, because in the background this looks like a plantation or some type of big building. Again, we're talking about buildings here with this hierophant. Um, but they're setting this big building on fire. Either way, somebody's out here. Somebody out here is guarded, and something that they're guarded from, they need to work on letting it go for good. Yeah, temperance. They need to work on healing this and integrating it some kind of way. It's not to say that, hey, this experience didn't happen. It's like you might have tried to repress it, but repressing it or trying to deny it or forget about it ends up showing itself in other ways in your life. You're needing to like feel it all over it again and go through it and then be done with it. All right. What was I saying? Where was I? I went on a whole different tangent. So the world. Some of you could be traveling. Some of you could be doing international studies. Like some of you, like I said, if you're in school, you could be doing online school. Like you could be located in, let's say, Minnesota, and your school is somewhere in Washington. Um, a lot of online activities. Some of you could be traveling for your studies, like or because you're interested in studying something. Like let's say you like Greek philosophy or something, so you want to plan a trip to Greece or Rome, or to go see the Pantheon or something that's over there. I forget what's over there. Is it the Pantheon? What is it called over there? I don't remember, but you get where I'm going. Let's say you love Egyptian mythology or Kemetic mythology, so go to Kemet and look at the pyramids or something. There's something about you wanting to travel and see stuff in real time. But yeah, something's being completed for y'all. Congratulations. Some of you are finally learning how to work together with other people after struggling. Some of you, like I said, you want to hoard things. You don't want to share. You don't want to share your energy. You don't want to share your ideas. And now you're finally learning how to go about it in, I guess, a healthy manner. You're understanding the importance sometimes of working together with other people, of accepting help from other people. What else? What else for Capricorn? One card only, please. Came out in reverse. I like it though. The devil came out reverse. Dope. Now, some people could argue and say that the fact that the devil still comes out anyway suggests that the presence is still there. It shows that you're aware of this so-called toxicity within you. Ideally, I guess you don't want the devil to come out at all. But look, a win is a win. The motherfucker came out reversed, okay? So, something that pretty much enslaved you. And on this deck, it says the enslaved woman and the enslaved man. Usually, traditionally, they got the chains and people are bound. Like, they not even bound. So they were free to go. They weren't enslaved to shit. They were just enslaved, I guess, in their mind, mentally, in their mind. He looked scared as hell. She like, like, come on. But nothing's holding them to this devil. So that's good. It's reversed. So whatever was keeping you trapped, stuck, whatever negativity that was pervading your essence is done, is out of there, or you've at least become aware of it and you've worked on closing it out, you've wrapped it up. God, the devil, whatever you subscribe to, we know that they're energies at the end of the day. Okay, so you vibing high. You could have went through some shit, Capricorn. Matter of fact, this is you. This is you. So you're no longer in your negative vibration. Let's put it that way. At one point you could have been vibing low. You might not have been doing the best. You might not have been thinking the best things. You might not have been acting in the best manners. Some of you could have been doing some shady stuff out here in these streets. Some of you used to smoke. You're not smoking anymore. You used to drink. You're not drinking anymore. I'm telling you, somebody used to be out here playing. They were out here in these streets, letting them things ring off. You're a brand new man or woman, Capricorn. I love it. I like to see it. The Magician. You used to be a manipulative piece of shit, probably. You're not doing it anymore. Outside of that, this could have been somebody manipulating you, or you becoming you being gullible and falling for anything. But you're not doing that no more. Yeah, you used to be a fool. You probably weren't paying attention to what these people were doing either. Again, we did have that Queen of Cups earlier in my first reading. So some of you were just very gullible, very sweet. Oh, it's okay. You can do this. Oh, it's okay. You want to walk all over me? Here, let me lay down. No, you're not doing that no more. You did it out of love. You have a very kind heart, Capricorn. And you know, some people want to take advantage of that. Your kindness with temperance. Yeah, and now you're establishing boundaries. Now you're standing up for yourself. Because you've been traumatized too many times. People done did you dirty too many times. But anyway, I like to see this devil in the reverse, as I was saying. I like it. I like where this is heading. I like where this is going for you, Cat. You're not stuck anymore. You're free to travel. What else for Capricorn? We'll do 7 cards. 3, 4, 5. 1 card at a time, please. What else for Capricorn? Eight of Cups, because you're out of here. You walked away, right? Ace of Swords. You got the truth that you needed, the clarity and the understanding that you needed. This is that decision. Finally, you got everything that you need. Yeah, something has become very illuminated to you. Something has become very clear. You're seeing something for exactly what it is. Something could have had you, and this could have been that devil energy that you were in probably in the past, but it could have had you bombed out and depleted. This woman is, it's like she's being shunned, but you could have been doing poorly financially. You could have been experiencing losses left and right. And now that you see what the problem is, you see what the issues were, you decided to make the choice to leave it behind. And I think you're feeling very passionate about it, because this jacket is standing out to me. He has a red jacket. When I see red, I think of passion. I think of power. And when I think of the number 8 and passion and power, I think of money. So your coins are better as a result of whatever choice or decision that you made. You benefited from eliminating the things, because basically what the devil is a summation of all the things that aren't good for you, and you indulge in these things knowing that they aren't good for you. And then what comes after the devil? The Tower. So you continuously indulging in these things that you know aren't good for you leads to your downfall, but you were wise enough to stop it before it hit that Tower phase. You decided to let it go because you saw how it was possibly destroying you, destroying your resources, destroying you possibly even physically. Some of you could have a child, and it was affecting your ability to care for your child because she's holding a baby. People could have turned their backs on you, all of that, because of how you were maybe behaving or because of the actions that you were taking. But now all is well. You got the Sun and the Ace of Swords. You're good now. Some people could have turned their backs on you the people that were in a position to help you, there could have been people that you've asked for help and you didn't want to ask them for help. Your ego, you were too proud to ask them for help. And as soon as you asked them, they turned their back on you. That's fucked up. Um, so when that happened, you told yourself, you know what? I'm not asking nobody for shit no more. And you pulled yourself up by your own bootstrap. You started making better choices, decisions. You started wising up. You started going through different avenues of help. You decided to maybe go back to school, learn something different, but you started improving and working on yourself. And you pulled yourself up out of your slump. And now nobody can tell you shit. And those same people, I guarantee you, if they haven't already, they're going to come back. They're going to either they're going to need you or they're going to try to act like they had your back the whole time, and you turning your back on them. You're walking away. Don't try to help me now. When I needed y'all, when I needed y'all to collaborate and help me, y'all didn't want to. Y'all plotted on me instead. Y'all watched me. Y'all encouraged my bad behaviors. Oh, I get it, cat. Anyway, this is a ship on here. Some type of harbor. Some of you could live near a harbor. Some of you could live in New York. Could be skyscrapers near you. Front Street. I'm getting a Front Street. But yeah. I'm heavy on the turning your back on things and being mysterious about it too. Nobody's gonna know your business. Out of there. I love to see it. Alright, and what's that? 4, 5, 6. One more card for Capricorn. What Capricorn need to know? One at a time, please. Just one. One card for Capricorn. Come on out. Come on out. Are you done talking to? Oh, I was about to say, are you done talking to me? Moving in silence. The High Priestess. Ooh, we got the Hierophant and the High Priestess. With the Magician. Trouble, trouble, trouble. You got the juice now, Capricorn. You're walking away from everything and you're moving in silence. People can't come with you on this new journey that you're embarking on because when you needed them the most, they did the most. They shat on you. I think that word is so funny. They shat on you. Look at you. Just as powerful as you want to be. Going platinum. Platinum plus. I'm telling you, something that y'all are studying or in school for, or it's like, whether it's a certificate, a diploma, a degree, this thing is leveling you up. Here's that tower I was talking about, the tower that you avoided. Yep, and this is the people shitting on you. Like I said, 5 of Swords in the tower, leaving you hanging. This could have been an earth sign that did this to you, a king and a queen of pentacles, an earth sign couple. Or this could be you and somebody. You could be coupled up with somebody. Or this is what's coming for you. I don't see love out here. I think this is completely about like your money and you know, what you went through. Look, people watching. The Page of Swords came out again. Watching now because you done disappeared. You falling back. And now everybody got something to say. 8 of Wands. Now everybody want to talk. Now everybody want to be Joe. Page of Cups. Oh, I always believed in you. Get the fuck out of here. They shat on you, Capricorn. I don't like it. So yeah, this is what you went through. The struggle and strife. Somebody's really into history. Somebody's a history buff. This card makes me think it's like the Knights Templar and stuff like that. The Crusades. That's what it is. Somebody's real into history. Studying history. Yeah, so they shat on you. You block people out. You were probably indecisive about it. Maybe a little bit stuck, excuse me. But once you made up your mind, and like I said, you chose to invest in you, and you chose to pick up whatever this new skill was, it puts you in a position where you don't need none of them. You don't need nobody. You're manifesting a lot. You're in power mode. So be mindful of what you say, what you speak. I mean, we should be mindful of that every day, but it's even more potent for you right now. You might notice things that you say start popping up. So, and it's not just because your cell phone. You know how cell phones be listening in. It's this is beyond it. It's you could say something. You might not even say it. You could be thinking it, and immediately you see it on TV or you hear it on the radio or you'll be thinking about somebody. They call you. You know, little trivial stuff like that. Um, I see you being very quiet. I see you detaching, and learning how to also listen to your intuition. I think between, depending on whoever you believe in, whatever your connection is to God, creator, source, whatever you want to call it, it feels like your connection is strengthening. It's like when these people turned their back on you or you found that you didn't have anybody else to go to, that's when you turn to your source, who you believe in. And then the more you turn to this source, the more you started to hear, the more your intuition, your gifts started unlocking. Some of you are gifted. Some of you, and these gifts were attacked, or maybe that's why you were under attack because you were so gifted. Um, yeah, and something. It's like you were getting stronger. But anyway, you started listening to and trusting your intuition a lot more. Um, People can't call you gullible, or you're not that gullible person no more because now you listen. You probably had times where you fell for the okey doke and your kindness took over, even though your gut was telling you, "Oh, don't do that. Well, they're not gonna give you that money back. Oh, they're not gonna take you here." But you did it anyway, and you were proven, right. So now you've learned from experience. I'm not. If something tells me not to do it, I'm not doing it. Point blank. Period. Yeah, I like this for you. We have Taurus out here. We have Capricorn out here. We have Cancer, Pisces, possibly with the High Priestess. No, I'm gonna say Pisces for the High Priestess. Um, the World. So we got fixed signs: Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo. Do I want to clarify anything? How much time? How long have we been on here? Half an hour. Do I want to clarify? I don't feel like I need to be honest. Matter of fact, I'm gonna clarify the Devil. No, I'm gonna clarify the World, the Devil, and the Eight of Cups. What's the World? What's being closed out or completed? What's the World? What's the World? The Emperor. Bossing up. Told you something that y'all are going to school. Some of you. You're in school and it's about to be done. And you're about to boss up. Or you're starting your own business. Page of Cups. Like I was saying, no more being meek and meter. No more shrinking yourself. You're also listening to your intuition. And fish is, the fish in the cup is your intuition. But yeah, it's like no more shrinking yourself. No more playing things small. No more acting like you're incapable or something. No more being super nice to people either. You're done. It's all about you now. You're taking a more protective stance over your life. You're enforcing your boundaries. You're saying what you mean. You mean what you say. Nobody can get past you with nothing no more. What's the Devil? This is Aries as well. I also see some of you becoming more disciplined and more organized. Like I said in the first video, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Y'all were flip-flopping up and down, probably a bit unstable or maybe struggling with your priorities. Now that's not an issue. You pretty much got your shit together, Capricorn. I love it. What's the Devil reversed? Devil reversed is Justice. And because you dropped, whatever bad habits or things that weren't good for you, basically you took accountability for yourself. Judgment. Yes, I love it. You took accountability for yourself. Instead of allowing this devil to make his way to the tower, you recognize where you were fucking up at. And you said, let me look at this. Let me examine my life. Let me examine the choices and the decisions that I'm making. Because justice, yeah, it's a karmic card that can represent karma, but it's also about accountability and recognizing that choices that you made can lead you to where you are. So you started looking like, all right, well, you basically start recognizing how you're moving. And because you did that, you pretty much balanced the scales. You reversed whatever path you were about to head. You were heading straight for a tower, sweetie. You were about to go to that tower. And you didn't. You nipped it in the bud. And you started holding yourself accountable. You started making better choices and decisions, like I said earlier. So now, as a result of doing that, it's like you, I don't know, it's like you changed your karmic fate. You brought about some form of karmic justice for yourself. Also, you know how they say when people do you wrong, sometimes you got to leave people alone before they can experience what it is that they're supposed to experience. I guess you could call that karma, but it's people receiving their just due for decisions that they made. So sometimes people can't get it until you disappear, until you walk away from it. Let's say somebody did you wrong, and you still keep being nice to that person, and still being kind and understanding and helpful to that person, knowing that they fucked you over. That person ain't never gonna get what's coming to them if you keep showing that, hey, I forgive. I mean, we need to forgive, but people deserve what they get. I'm sorry. Like, if you do dirt, you deserve to have everything coming upon your head. Point blank, period. So some people can't get that if you still keep being so Joe. Like, you can't keep being nice. If people do you dirty, let those people go. They've shown you that they are not for you. So you probably went through a phase where you kept forgiving people over and over and trying to see the good in them, because the Page of Cups does do that. The Page of Cups goes, oh, it's okay. We all make mistakes. And, oh, that person, you try to understand where that person was coming from, or they did this because their parents did that to them. Nah, these people know what the hell they be doing. So anyway, you pulling back and not doing that no more, and you getting rid of those toxic people and those negative people that was bringing the BS. Now they can get what's coming to them. Now you can get what's coming to you. Because again, you nipped something in the bud before it went crazy. And with Judgment here, it was the best choice and decision for you to do. That self-awareness that Judgment talks about, self-awareness, that sense of being reborn, it's like you were being given a second chance at doing something, and this time you did it correctly. Like I said, you passed the test. So I don't know, something could have repeated itself, and the first time you did it, you fucked up. So now it brought itself back to you in a different form. You might not have recognized it, or you probably did, and this time you chose better. And I feel like you're being rewarded with that. Even though this Judgment card looks a little bit creepy and ghoulish, I feel like, yeah, that's your self-awareness. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. So expect something to go on your favor as a result. What's the Eight of Cups? Also, some of you could be receiving something from the government. You could have filed your taxes late, so that money is about to come. Yeah, you were probably sitting on your W-2s, honey. You waited until the 15th, the last tax day, to go on and file those taxes. So you're going to have that nice, chunk of change coming in. Some of you can have anywhere between $3K and $7K coming back to you in taxes. I did see the Five of Pentacles, so some of you could have that earned income credit, the child tax credit. Could be slapped right on there. I'll see you get a nice piece of change with your return. I won't hold you. Some of you could be going to child support court. I ain't gonna lie. This person that you're taking to child support, don't look like you're gonna get shit from them. But this is why you're getting your blessings in other ways. It's like this person, your child's father, might not be helping you and supporting you. And that's fine though, because it's like God is blessing you in other ways. You're getting money and you're getting everything that you need to take care of your child without this help. But you still got this person on child support. But there's a strong possibility that it's not so much that child support isn't enforcing it, but this person is either not making an effort to find work, or they're just not caring about paying, or what they're paying is pennies. You could be literally getting like $30, $70 a month, but you're covered in other ways. So know that you're gonna be able to take care of your baby. What's Eight of Cups? Some of you also, it's not out here, but I see like a very dominant person coming into your life. this person is like a serious man. He means business. If you're worrying about like a relationship, even though relationships aren't out here, but I just feel like this Hierophant and this Emperor seems like a man coming in. Or this could be somebody that you're already committed to, but this person is not playing or will not be playing about you. They're coming in to lock it down, to marry you. Y'all might not get married in the traditional sense. This could be like a backyard marriage with somebody officiating it, or this could be a justice of the peace, a courthouse marriage that takes place between y'all. Or this could have happened to you already. What's Eight of Cups? Eight of Cups for Capricorn. Queen of Pentacles. Told you, ever since you walked away, things have been more stable for you. Eight of Wands. Things are picking up more rapidly because you don't have no more blockages around you. So you had people that were blocking you. See, here's that Four of Pentacles. Didn't I tell you about being stingy? Look how tight he's holding on to that money. Did I say that in the first video or the second video? About y'all hoarding money and needing money is energy. It may have been the first video. I'll just repeat it again just in case. Money is energy. You got to keep it circulating. You got to keep it flowing. You could be sitting on something right now. You're scared to spend it. But if you're scared to spend it, you end up losing it because you're holding on too tightly to it. That leads you to the Five of Pentacles. Spend something. I think it was the first video. Some of you got some things that could be priority. And you might be like, oh, I can't afford it. But you can afford it. You got the money. The money's going to come back. Just spend it. You got it. Do it. Treat yourself. Treat yourself, boo. Yeah, look, he got a 1,000-legger crawl on his neck. But no matter what, he's sinking and saying, ew, that's a centipede. Ugh, disgusting. Creepy crawly. Anyway, it's like he's holding on so tightly to that money that he's sinking in the sand. Instead of him putting that damn money down and trying to get himself up out of there, he'd rather hold on to it. So he's holding on to this to his own detriment. Some of you could only have like $4 in your pocket. Step out on faith and spend $2. Okay, I promise you it's gonna come back. I promise you. Yeah. So yeah, you walked away and you're walking towards a more stable, prosperous future for yourself. I'm proud of you, Capricorn. You did the damn thing. You did that. Some of you could have abandoned yourself in the past, not taking good care of yourself. You could have been depressed and just not, or just like I said, scared to spend money. Probably wearing the same stuff. Oh, you could have $1,000 in the bank and still wear the same stuff over and over because you're scared to spend money and get you a new wardrobe. Throw it out. Give that shit away and get some new clothes. Refresh. Let go of some of that stuff. Refresh your wardrobe. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. And some of you are, like I said, you're learning how to do that now. I think I also mentioned being generous as well. I'm so mad that first video stopped because I don't even remember everything that was in there. But yeah, that's what I have for tarot. Let's pull you some oracle cards before I get on. Yeah, before I get on up out of here. What's Capricorn need to know? What time is it? What Capricorn need to know at this time? You know what? Let me do the High Priestess real quick. What's the High Priestess for Capricorn? What is this thing that they know? I know. The Nine of Pentacles. I'm so glad I pulled it. Oh, I love it. Oh, You know. You're keeping your wealth to yourself. This level up, this stability, this new stable phase of your life, you ain't telling nobody a soul. Because again, there are people that could have helped you, that you tucked your tail in between your legs to even ask for help for in the first place. And then they'll be the main one saying, oh, you know, you could have asked us or you could ask us. And as soon as you do, they shit on you. Now you ain't telling nobody nothing. They just want to visually see that you're doing better. And then they can ask, oh, what you doing? Still doing the same old, same old. Something that you invested in the past is coming back around. Also, people could be from the past could be trying to make their way back into your life because they seen you doing so good. Middle finger. Goodbye. You shat on me. I love that word. You shat on me, and now you trying to come back around, trying to be nosy. Now you want to see what I got going on. The Six of Cups, also children. Like I said, your children are going to be okay. You could have 2 children, a boy and a girl. Some of you, if you have one child, if you have a boy, your second child is going to be a girl. If you have a girl, your second child is going to be a boy. Some of you are doing so much better for yourselves. So much better for yourselves. You made the right choice and the decision you basically cleaned your life up. If you had an addictive personality, or if you were addicted to a lot of things, you clean up. You clean up in the right. I'm telling you, it was just the nick of time, because God was about to pull that rug up under you. God was about to do it. He's like, oh, you don't want to leave this alone? Oh, you was about to go down, honey. You were about to be taken through there. But you did it. You did it for yourself. You did it on your own. I'm proud of you, Capricorn. You did that. Anyway, let's do some quick oracle cards for Capricorn. Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to know? Shocking. Clickbait, misleading headlines, empty promises, exaggerated truths, and not what it seems. The empty promises makes me think of the people that I said was going to act like they won't help you, and they didn't. This fell on the floor. I don't like taking cards off the floor, so I'm gonna just read what it said and put it back. But it says, let it go, releasing grudges, emotional freedom, forgiving yourself and others, free your heart. I was just talking about forgiveness too. Yeah, you can forgive them people, but you don't gotta deal with them. Leave them right where they at. Yeah, it's Capricorn. Ghosted, sudden disappearance without explanation, left hanging, seen but ignored, abrupt silence. Poker face, hiding true feelings, impossible to read, emotionally detached, you'll never know. Told you, that's that high priestess. Ain't nobody gonna know nothing. They don't know whether you're doing good, they don't know whether you're doing bad, they don't know nothing. They just know that you fell back and you look good. Or you will be, you're on your way. What you are investing in right now, or even if you're not at this Nine of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, know that the steps that you're taking and the actions that you're taking right now, the moves that you are making are, I promise you, they will lead you right there. What else? Capricorn. No filter, speaking your truth, authentic communication, raw honesty. This is how I really feel. What else? That's too many. 2 came out. It says photoshopped and poker face. Fake perfection.